how to overcome stress. All of us have certain amount of stress every day in our life. However, if that stress is small, then it will be a positive thing for us because it creates some internal force and push us to get the work done. Otherwise, we will not do any activities in our life. So if that prolonged, then it will be a problem because it creates some bad effect in our body and mind, and because of that we will be suffering. We will suffer a lot. Before we go into that, let us see what is stress first. So by definition, we can say if we feel a certain pressure externally by the external world or by ourselves internally is unmanageable, then we will be under stress. But this definition can be simply expressed spiritually just by saying if we have negative thoughts in us, we will be under stress. So now let us see how does it arise. This can arise in two ways. One is the direct way, just by creating the negative thoughts in us, just by thinking of any past events or the future events. So directly by thoughts, it creates negative thoughts and give the bad impact on us. So this is how we create the stress ourselves, just by not by doing anything, just by thinking itself, we create ourselves stress by creating the negative thoughts in us. The second way is through events. So if we have done some certain activities already, then because of that activity or event, now the impact is coming to us, and directly from the external world it gives some pressure, and because of the pressure we have some negative thoughts in us, and that negative thoughts affect us. For example, if we have a series of work to complete within a short period of time, if we also feel that it cannot be completed within the stipulated period, then we will be under stress. And usually the people will get frequent headaches, and they will also get frustrated, and some people will get easily angry with everyone, and some people lose their interest in everyday activities, including maintaining their health. So some people will go up to committing suicide, thinking that they can escape from severe stress if they do so. So this stress will go up to this much if it prolongs. This is coming for even small children, even for the students. When they do their studies, they have a lot of work to do, sometimes a homework or the examinations will be there. A lot of subjects are there to study, and they don't have even time. Everyone knows that because of the corona spreads all over the country, all over the world, students are following their studies through online. Therefore, the teachers are having classes at any time. Whenever they are free, they conduct classes through online, and the students will be continuously following those classes, and they will be in front of the screen or in front of the phone, and they have severe health problem at last. So the students also will be under stress. So how to manage these all studies and homework and all the works, and they don't have time for their self-studies. So this much problem is there because of the stress. Everyone is suffering because of this stress nowadays. So now we have to see how we can overcome this stress. There are many ways for us to overcome temporarily. The psychiatrist can suggest many ways, just diverting our mind to something and just having some entertainment in between and having some rest here and there, and that kind of thing can be followed only just for temporarily break this, but anyhow it will come again and again. But there are no permanent ways to complete the stress, but spiritually we can completely avoid this kind of stress. What we have to do is just put whatever the works that we have all the external attachment that we have, put aside into a box and sit silently, closing your eyes just for 5 minutes, and just remove all the attachments from your mind one by one. First, you have to put your burden, what the work that you have listed now, just for 5 minutes. After that, you can take that one and do the process. But just for 5 minutes, keep those list of works into the box, and then remove other attachments that you have, the relationship, even the father or mother or sister, brother, and anything, all the attachments from your mind, the people or things or the work you have to do, everything you remove and keep it in the box. Your personality, your body, everything should be finally removed, and then see what is remaining. Close your eyes and remove one by one all the attachments from you, and finally remove your body itself and see what is remaining with you. You can see only you will be there, nothing else. Like that, you are in an island. There is nothing around you except the things, trees and fruits are there, nothing else. No animals, no people around you, and no fear at all. Just see, there's no work, no burden, no people are there to give you pressure, nothing at all. So empty your mind and see only you will be remaining, nothing else, not even your body. So if you see like that, if you just sit for 5 minutes, you can experience that happiness, and you just realize that time the importance of the life. After sitting for 5 minutes, just you can come back to normal and take the things from your box and take your problem and see the problem now. It will be a great difference to see the problem now, because now you know the importance of life and you know what you are. You experience that, and now you see the problem and handle it easily. Because now what you can do is take the problem, the series of problems, and list in the order of priority and complete the work one by one, carrying out the highest prioritized one first. Or if you can't do the highest one first, if it is too big to do immediately, then what you can do is take the smallest one, which can be done easily in a short period of time, then complete it now. Then you will get some pleasure after completing the first work. Then you can go for the very important work next. Then this energy, the happiness after completing the small work, give you some energy to complete the very important work now. So you can now get the energy and complete one by one easily and handle this stress very simply in your life. So this will be the permanent way to overcome this kind of stress in your life. But you have to remember one thing. When you experience that yourself, when you are being with yourself, then you can understand whoever giving you the pressure is not something else. It's a form of yourself. It's another form of you. So what you see here will not exist if you don't perceive. Therefore, this, all what you see here is your projection only. Therefore, no need to worry about this, because you are here and your projection is this. Therefore, don't worry about this projection. Just carry out the work one by one. You will never get this kind of stress. This can be just comparable to a small thing. It's like a crying or shouting in dream. So when you sleep, in your dream, you just see something and you experience some difficulties and shout and cry, then the only way to come out of it is waking up. So wake up from the sleep will only be the permanent way of overcoming this kind of stress. So, this is also very similar to that. If you know yourself and the true self, then simply you can overcome all these stress only just by waking up from the ignorance, understanding what is happening here. Then everything will be on light. Then you can carry out whatever you want to do now. So, this is the way of overcoming any kind of stress in our life. Thank you.